Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Leopards Lair 2025 final pitching competition. In front of you stands Tohana. I'll repeat it again like last year. Tohana, not Johanna. Yes, Tohana Mokotu, and I am your program director for the evening. Tonight, we bring you the best of the Northwest University's students in the innovation and entrepreneurial excellence. They will be competing in two categories. The first category is something you and I should be having, the side hustle category. The second category is something some of us still have to do before we sleep tonight, and that's the research-based venture. Now, to help me officially open this event, I will call on stage Professor Herman van der Merwe from the Faculty of Economic and Management Science. He is the Deputy Dean of Teaching and Learning as well as the convener of the NWU ecosystem. Prof, please come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Prof.
Thank you very much. Sorry, colleagues, for me and the twins to get through this space is a bit of a challenge. I'm just going to stand a little bit this side. Will that be okay? Otherwise, the lights are in my eyes, and then I can't see you. And I think you are the most important here tonight. So a hearty welcome to each and every one of you. I've got a list of names, but will it be okay if I say welcome to each and every one of you? We've got our DVC, Teaching and Learning. We've got esteemed guests from the Northwest University Enterprises. We've got external people here. I've got my colleagues here. I'm so grateful to see you here from the other faculties. We've got Prof. Jeff here. So will it be okay if I say a hearty welcome to each and every one of you and enjoy the evening with us? I must say that, I've tried to put together some words to welcome you, but usually when I try something like that, it becomes very difficult. But we're here tonight to celebrate entrepreneurship. This is Leopards Lair is something small that started some years ago in the Faculty of Engineering, and we're trying to bring it to life with something that is at the Northwest University. Something that is great, big, fantastic for the Northwest University. Like for the Beehive Enterprise Development Center that started out in 2011 on Vanderbijl Park, we're now trying to spill that whole initiative over to the rest of the university as part of our entrepreneurship ecosystem. We were very privileged to be funded by the Northwest University to bring a visit to San Francisco and San Diego. And I know my colleagues in the Beehive, they attended some workshops in Germany, and we brought all of that to the Northwest University as part of our STEP training and the initiatives that we saw in the US. It's goosebump stuff that we're planning. And watch this space. So as I said, Leopards Lair started out very small. It's now, this year they launched it for the first year as the Battle of the Faculties. So something that we wanted to say to all the faculties. I remember distinctly some few years ago, we wanted to instill entrepreneurship and innovation as part of the vision and mission. And we had people opposing it because they said entrepreneurship and innovation, that doesn't belong in law. But yes, it belongs in law, it belongs in humanities, it belongs in engineering, and in health sciences, and in economic and management sciences, and also in natural sciences, and by the way, also in theology. Because we've had a number of people very, very interested in what we want to do in theology. So tonight, we're going to celebrate, as you've heard, the categories of the people who came through the different processes. And I hope that you're going to enjoy the evening with us. I really want us to look forward with anticipation regarding an entrepreneurship ecosystem at the Northwest University. That will really take hands across faculties, across campuses to take us forward, to take innovation and entrepreneurship to the next level. And that's what we want to do. And how do we do that? We do that with you. Because gone are the days where the degree gets you the job. Remember the slogan where people said the degree that gets you the job? If any one of you attended any graduation ceremony that I graduated students, I will always say to them, we at the Northwest University want to graduate people who create jobs, who create opportunities. And I think that is what we're celebrating tonight. So a hearty welcome to each and every one of you. I hope you're going to enjoy the evening with us. I know that some of you needs to leave a bit earlier. Unfortunately, you're going to miss out on some of the highlights, but a hearty welcome. Enjoy the evening with us, and let's enjoy the ride. And let's dream together. And if you've got dreams, and if you've got ideas, please share them with me. Then we can take this forward. Thank you very much, and a hearty welcome.
Thank you, Prof. Herman. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get down to business. You will be witnessing student entrepreneurs who have overcome dramatic levels of anxiety to pitch in front of a live audience, at least a sober one. They may have practiced over the weekend. To our contestants, good luck. We're as excited as you are and anxious. Relax, just have fun. It'll work out well. There are certain rules. We're not going to repeat them all, but in general, we've capped them at 5 minutes on stage, and they may not have more than 15 slides. They have to tell their story and cover a certain minimum level and number of issues. And they need to face 1 or 2 questions afterwards from the judges. We've got a panel of judges. We've got, and I'm going to ask them to, as they stand up when I call their name, to wave, give the royal wave, and then take their positions at the judging table, because we're going to kick off next. First, we have Ms. Nontombi Maseko from the Department of Trade and Industry and Competition and all things entrepreneurial. And I hope she'll tell the minister to invest now that his budget was approved last night. Then we have Brad Dumi. He's a local entrepreneur. He's a proper township entrepreneur, based in Potchefstroom, Orkney and surrounds. But he's also an alumnus from our engineering faculty, so he's one of the clever guys. Dumi, welcome again. You were a judge last year, and we welcome you back. We have Mr. Tim Lawrence. I won't repeat last year's jokes, but he's a very famous lawyer at an IP law firm that very diligently bills our office. So they do patent law and intellectual property law at Kish IP. So Tim, welcome again, as last year. We will be doing the side hustles first. Our program director will announce them. They will step up one after the other, have the 5 minutes. They will not vacate the stage. The judges will have an opportunity to ask them 2 questions. The question section, please, judges, I know you're very interested in what they have to say. Let's keep to 1 or 2 questions, and depending on the answer time, because we have about 2 to 3 minutes for questions and answers. Otherwise, we're going to run out of time there. After that, we're going to break for a lunch. You'll see it on your program, dinner. After the dinner, we will do the research-based programs. They are 4 as opposed to 5 because we've had 1 late withdrawal. After that, the judges will convene and negotiate and make the announcement of who wins, who's second, and who's third in each of the 2 categories after that. We're ready to go. First thing, Leanta, can I ask you just to help our judges with some pens from somewhere? I have 1, I can volunteer. And then if our program director can step up, and our contestant number 1, and our sound and electronics can get our first one ready. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hannes. Judges, welcome once again. Menon Tombi, we welcome you. Judges, you know I'm in charge, Agir. Agir, you know I'm in charge. So, thank you. Our first contestant, her name is Tshepang Nkwe from a company called Room Nest. Room Nest is a digital platform offering safe and affordable student accommodation. Tshepang, stage is yours. Let's welcome Tshepang, ladies and gentlemen.
Right now at NWU, students are sharing Facebook rental ads, WhatsApp groups, hoping they don't get scammed or find that their perfect room is already taken. Meanwhile, hosts lose hours every month reconciling payments via WhatsApp, bank statements, and spreadsheets. After surveying 144 hosts, I found that this isn't just inefficient, it's a broken system failing everyone. Khotsong, I'm Tshepang Nkwe, and Room Nest is the solution. Meet the victims trapped in this system. Lesedi, a student struggling to find verified housing on unverified platforms and struggling to coordinate with potential roommates. Mr. Mukwena, a host, spends time every evening reconciling payments instead of spending time with his family. 83% of hosts still use Excel because no other platform serves their reality. Our solution, Room Nest is an AI-enabled platform that unifies everything from finding rentals to lease management, payments, and repairs. Our target market, we serve those often ignored, students at TVETs and universities, primarily outside metropolitan areas. Young professionals, this will be a future expansion as we validate beyond students. Hosts with 1 to 50 units stuck on WhatsApp. Informal repair contractors, electricians, plumbers, and handymen seeking stable work and payment transparency. 6 hosts at NWU are committed to our October beta. We have a pipeline of 600 hosts waiting to onboard with us. We are piloting at NWU and we hope by 2026 to have 200 active hosts and 50 verified service providers, scaling to over 2,500 hosts by 2030. This isn't hope. It's a rollout plan backed by real demand. Our go-to-market strategy. We will begin with direct host and student housing and provider onboarding with seamless listing on the platform. We will offer 90-day free trials with guided onboarding to prove value. And then we will begin with social media activations, to target social media targeted marketing campaigns to onboard users such as students and service providers. Most competitors offer listings with little to no lease management, payments, or repair. RoomNest uses AI to generate smart lists. RoomNest uses AI for smart list generation, predictive rent reminders, and smart financial tools. Our business model. Tenants use RoomNest for free. We monetize through host subscription, 250 to 600 rands per month, a commission-based model for service providers, 5 to 10% per completed work, and promoted listing, which will be 50 rands per week for enhanced visibility. Use of funds. We've already begun application for CFA's 82,500 rands grant, which will help us purchase more powerful hardware and license software and pay for app store fees. And 11% will be used for legal and compliance. 6% will be for marketing. RoomNest is not just a rental site, it's an ecosystem built for mobile Africa. Tenants get control, room hosts save time, and service providers access steady work. Let's make renting simpler, safer, and smarter together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chepa. Judges, your questions?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so you mentioned that you would incorporate AI, but in which way would you actually incorporate it? What would your AI do that separates you from a competitor without AI?
We will use AI for financial analysis, everything that has to do with finances on the host and service provider part. And another thing, we'll use AI for roommate matching. For those who want roommates but then would want to, say maybe I have preferences for a roommate, our roommate matching feature, that's where we will use AI.
Thank you.
What's the cost? Nice presentation, by the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So just to understand you, what you guys offer is a platform where a person can come and apply for a room, and it does everything for them, and then they pay that service, and that service pays the landlord and all of that, correct?
No, if I understand your questions correctly.
No.
Yeah.
So how different, what makes you different?
Platforms like Dix Connect, EasyLed, they're just listing sites where hosts or landlords go there on the platform, list, and then once I, as a student looking for a room, I go there and then I apply. But application, I have to talk to the landlord. So I don't even know if the property, if they have available rooms. So our platform, students will be able to see availability on the platform.
And how is that different from Property 24?
Property 24 deals with high rentals and sales, and they ignore student rentals. especially in non-metropolitan areas like Mafikeng.
Thank you.
Judges? Oh, good. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, judges. Thank you very much, Tepang. Our next pitch is Kujo Mafo from ONAID. Kujo has an emergency response solution using technology to enhance safety and response times. Over to you, Kujo.
Good evening. Good evening. It's hella bright here. Good evening. My name is Kujo Mafo. I'm from the Mahikeng campus. I'm an electronics and I'm a computer science and electronics student. And to go a bit over about myself, I have knowledge and experience in embedded systems, electronics. That means I just know a bit. I know a bit about computers. So it's a lovely evening, lovely people. I'm truly honored to be inside of you all tonight. And on the topic of sight, I'd like to talk about my problem today, visual impairment. In South Africa, nearly 400,000 people are blind, and 95% of these people are unemployed. Visual impairment is the most common disability in South Africa, yet there doesn't exist much or at all solutions to aid these people. Simple tools can be made to provide assistance and regain confidence and independence to these individuals, which is where my solution comes in tonight. ONAID, a pair of artificial intelligence, a pair of artificial, ONAID, a pair of AI-driven smart glasses aimed at detecting objects, reading labels, and reading the environment for select users with visual impairment so that they can navigate their daily lives and regain as much confidence and independence as they may need. Now, my market size will be focused by diverse, with the main focus being underserved people with visual impairment, NGOs, which can be channeled to offer help to said individuals, and also to corporate social responsibility programs and the government departments, which can aid in certain fields, well, the specific one, aiding people with visual impairment. Now, my marketing and sales strategy is that I'll be direct with my I'll be going direct to the people who need the aid. For instance, I'll go to channels like Blind SA or the South African National Council for the Blind so that they can channel the resources towards helping those in need, or they can, individual people who can afford the glasses can buy them on a specific platform which I plan on making so they can get the glasses directly as opposed to going through the channel. And the sales strategy is that there'll be 2 tiers to the product. 9,000 will be for individual users, those who can afford, and those that can't, the price will be at a discount and sold in bulks to NGOs at 7,500. Now, why would you want to buy my glasses over the already available options? Well, for the most part is that they're really expensive. Like 70K for glasses, I don't think most people can afford those, and it kind of beats the whole point of trying to assist people if you're going to charge half 1,000 to 100K for glasses. So that's where my solution comes in. It's meant to be 80% cheaper, open source, customizable, and supports local languages for South Africa. So it's built in South Africa for South Africa. Now, for the revenue streams, I'll be using a three-tier model structure. Like I previously said before, the first tier will be to individual users in underserved areas. They can buy them directly for 9K, and for schools, for the blinds, NPOs, and impact-driven organizations at a discount. And also the core software will operate on a freemium model. So the base software will be free, but there'll be paid upgrades for like language packs, voice packs, and other features as well. Now, the progress I've made so far is that I was able to build a core software and run it on low-end hardware. Then I was able to scale it down. Well, I'm currently working on scaling it down to a wearable and, mobile television, which is where my funding request comes in. I'm asking for 35,000 Rand for the prototype, and the amount will cover the custom PCB, components, testing of the software, and making the wearable case, along with finding users who can help me test out the glasses, because I myself have been privileged with sight, but those that can't, I think it would be best to get their input as opposed to mine. And along with the final request, I'm also asking for a school partnership in that I need access to labs, outreach channels, and mentorship. Because after all, no man is an island. I can't really do this alone. So in that aspect, I'll be looking at the Northwest University for access support. Now, why would you want to give me my money? You don't know me. I could take it and run away. But aside the social impact, I think this would really help. Aside the social impact, there's monetary gain as well. The model is lean, so the business can not only support itself, it can also sustain and scale in future as well. So yeah, my name is Kujo. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kujo. Judges?
Already? Okay. My interest is knowing what market intelligence did you do to come to your solution?
Market intelligence.
Market research.
Oh, market
for,
research.
Yeah, for you to come to the solution of the glasses with the whole computer on them.
Okay, initially I just Googled, then I saw that, okay, these solutions don't actually exist at all, according to my knowledge, in South Africa. So at that point, I saw there was an untapped market where I could offer such a solution in South Africa, because the ones that are currently here are for like high income markets overseas. They're not really designed for low income regions like South Africa.
But did you talk to somebody in the fraternity within which you are designing for?
Yes, I did. My professor, Rafael Mukaro, he's the head of physics at the Maiken campus.
No, I mean the clients. The
Clients?
The
Oh, not yet,
blind
not
that
yet.
are going to.
Oh no, I
use
haven't
it.
consulted with anyone with visual impairment yet. I haven't reached that part. I wanted to have at least a functional prototype, then I can reach out, because now it's too bulky. It uses a connected power source to a wall, so I can't really help out with that.
What is the cost price for 1 unit?
For 1 unit,
Yeah.
after calculation, because the reason why the other competitors are so expensive is that they use their own custom PCB designs, proprietary software, and it's really all theirs. But since my solution is mainly open source, I'm using off-the-shelf solutions. So all in all, the cost was like 5,000.
Yeah, and you did all of this without speaking to a blind person.
No, not yet. Because what will I offer them? I don't have the glasses yet. I just have the functioning software and the hardware. And I use the Raspberry Pi. The cool thing about it is that you can scale your software with it. Then once you're done, you can make the custom design. So the stuff I've been working with so far, it's not meant to be tested, but like you sort of just playing around with it. Then you can test it after you can afford the prototype and stuff, which is why I'm here, I guess.
From an able person, it sounds like it's gonna be a cool product. But I would have appreciated feedback from someone who's going to actually use this thing, because they might even give you pointers, Uguti, what is it specifically that they are struggling with? Because now all you are doing is assumptions.
In what way? Which aspect? Because similar technologies already exist.
No.
Gentlemen, may we avoid dialogue, please?
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
my bad.
We'll talk later, though.
All right, cool.
All right.
Thank you very much, Kujo. Coming up on stage now is Maxwell Sikosana. Maxwell's business is called Exuberance Vending Catalysts. The English. So Maxwell's idea is innovating vending machines that is tailored for students. Maxwell, you ready? You ready? Right, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Exub this evening to present to you Exuberance, a vending catalyst for consumers on the go. My name is Maxwell Sikosana. I am a student at the Northwest University Mahikeng campus. Throughout my entire experience at the Northwest University Mahikeng campus, I have learned to acclimatize myself to the volatile snack, drinks, and confectionery market ecosystem. This has allowed me to narrow my expectations as an often descending customer from our friendly vendors outside university premises to the unfriendly staff at our tech shops. And also to mention the colloquial, the delayed service delivery from our colloquial student marketplaces like WhatsApp. So the problem statement that we're trying to solve at Exuberance, it's congestion and unruly queues at our cafeteria and tuck shop, which is often an ideal for people living with disability and also our staff, as well first-year students. Secondly, inefficient service delivery, limited trading hours, a vacuum for students starting midnight sessions, and then extensive travel time for office staff, organic product scarcity, and then compromised product quality, and then bad customer service that we experience while doing shopping during lunch times. Now, the solution that we have at Exuberance, it's a state-of-the-art vending machine, which is user-friendly. No need to encounter a cashier who's having a long day. Efficient service delivery, shortest travel time, shortest transaction time, and then 24/7 convenience for students starting midnight hours, and then convenient location, organic products, delicacy. Remember, we are what we eat, so we need to be cautious on that note. And then competitive prices and convenient payment methods. Now, above here with me, I have an Ascoin Palmer H887, which we aim to install at our building A1, and also library 24-hour study section, followed by a giant Ascoin Palmer H887, which we aim to install at our A2 building, which encounters a huge influx of students during the day and night. Our target audience, it's institution, especially Northwest University Mafikeng campus, which is where I'm from, and then also corporate, business, municipality buildings, and also hospitals and schools. Now, our go-to market strategy is to conduct surveys on students, staff, and the public at large on their shopping, traditional shopping experience, challenges and recommendations. Secondly, we aim to conduct nutrition awareness stalls, as well as product promotion for production companies, and then state-of-the-art vending machine installation at high influx buildings, and then outsource affordable quality products and organic products from reputable wholesalers, rent out slots to students already existing in a snack business, and co-creation by collaborating with our customers to bring the best and quality product in the touch of a hand. And lastly, invest in the manufacturing of local vending machines in order to reduce reliance on imports, which invite cost frontiers for aspiring entrepreneurs. Our competitors, it's tuck shops, colloquial social media marketplaces like WhatsApp, and then street vendors. Competitive advantage is organic products delicacy, of which we aim to infuse in our vending machines, 60% organic food and 40% inorganics. Now, we are new to the target market, which is Northwest University Mafikeng campus. There's never been a vending machine, and still there isn't any vending machine yet. All business on campus, they close at 21:59, leaving a vacuum from 10 onwards. So our machine will operate 24/7. User-friendly operating system, goodbye to bad customer service, social digital integration, and downtime reduction in order to improve productivity. And profit is at the heart of our competitors here at Exuberance. Wellness and leading healthy lives is at the heart of our business. The market size for the vending industry is estimated at about 72.1 billion, and manufacturing industries, hospitals, and schools, as well as public spaces are adopting the use of vending machines due to its reduction in downtime and increase in productivity. The revenue model and streams, we aim to make our sales from organic snacks, drinks, and confectionery, as well as production promotion for producing companies, and renting out slots to students who are in the snack and who are in the snack business industry or selling snacks at the moment in the campus, have them rent a slot in our vending machine, and also on-campus deliveries in case one of the students or staff requires us to deliver them any product. Now, the funding requirement will require $300 for acceptability certificates. Of course, we cannot render food services without being acceptable by our government. And then followed by $3,000 for space rental at our Northwest University. And also $5,000 transport and insurance in case our vending machines are prone to vandalism, which they often are in South Africa. And then 15,000 for stock on all three vending machines, and 60,000 for two Positech prototype vending machines, which are currently manufactured here in Potchefstroom by one of the alumni student in the Northwest University. 110,000 for a giant Ascoin HZ87 vending machine, which we aim to install at our high influx building A2 lobby. And then a total investment of about, lastly, 9,000 for next vending machine, which will do, it's actually a device that does administration and the collection of funds and actually installing the entire vending machines and the stock outlets, etc. Now, total investment of 204,000 we request, and therefore, we do not only intend to run vending machines, but invest in the local production of vending machines to reduce reliance on exports, and finally establish a supermarket 24/7 operated by vending machine to make life easier for our beautiful South Africans. And our return on investment calculator, for instance, if there are 100 people in a building and 25 people use the vending machine on a daily basis, and 15 rand average amount spent on the vending machine, the total profit would be 3,000, around 3,900, and the turnover would be 11,250. So if we do the maths, in a year, a profit of about 3,900 multiplied by 10 or multiplied by 12 would actually make our return of investment in a year, or in like a year, 6 months. But with the current primary target market, the Northwest University Mafeking campus, the numbers are expected to double, because it's not just 100 students within the site, but it's more than that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Max. Well, the judges, any questions?
Thank you for the presentation. My first question is, how many varieties of skill set do you think you need to make this business work?
Okay. As I touched on, one of the problems being bad customer service, I believe I have to have a very good communication skill myself, and also an insight on nutrition, because we'll be serving organic products and also inorganic products for our sentimentally attached clients. And I believe I also have to be, I have to be hands-on, and whoever that I'll be employing in the business has to be technically smart in order to extend or educate people who are going to be using the vending machines on how to operate them, perhaps on first day or second day. So they have to be very technologically savvy, including myself.
I have an ethical problem. In the Northwest alone, youth unemployment is over 60%.
Yes.
And you are coming with something that is not going to create jobs in that sense. How do you solve for that problem? Because Prof said you guys produce people that make jobs here. Prof said that, not me. So now, so I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, how is this going to then help with unemployment in the country?
Okay. Firstly, I will have to employ 1 or 2 people to operate the vending machines on my behalf whenever I'm not available, because I'm a student myself, but I'm a final year. And secondly, we do not only intend to just run vending machines, but to invest in the local manufacturing of vending machines, which will actually create more employment for you who are aspiring to partake in the vending industry.
And how much is that? And how many jobs will that create?
Well, okay, from the 60% out of 100% that we have in South Africa, perhaps 20 or 25% jobs we would be able to create. But of course, not everyone is tech savvy, and not everyone has the desire to participate in the electronics and the manufacturing, the engineering behind it. But as far as I'm concerned, the transport logistics, there's also going to be a job creation in that field, because I won't be the one perhaps having to travel and buy stock and return. So hopefully students will gain an insight into the business.
I'm stuck at organic and in a vending machine. Can you explain that?
All right. We are what we eat. So nutrition plays a very huge role in our bodies, mind, and us leading healthy lives. So organic, referring to organic drinks, organic juices, organic sports drinks, because inorganic drinks such as your Coca-Cola, soda, and all that, they are found to be, researchly found to be too much concentrated with sugars, and there's also reported cases on such. So now with organic food, not food, but snacks, drinks, and confectionery, we aim to improve healthy lives. So it's going to be organic drinks, organic snacks, organic confectionery, and 40% inorganics for sentimentally attached clients.
Thank you very much, judges. Maxwell. In Prof's defense, Mr. Moyake, the university produces students or graduates that start building their dreams today to avoid getting hired to help someone else build their dreams. Right, moving forward, someone with a legendary name, Alton Chisi from Botaki Basehenye, a unique fusion of traditional artistry and modern apparel. Alton, are you ready? Awesome.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alton Chisi. I'm the founder of Botaki Basehenye. Botaki Basehenye means Art of Warrior. I'm a music performer, music producer, as you can see, and then I'm an author. This is the book that I've written, and I'm also a music producer. Last year, I produced an album called Inheritance, where I was celebrating African musicians, and also I'm a music researcher, and currently I'm doing my master's in music. We do have a problem in South Africa with music graduates. When they graduate, there are no job guaranteed to them, and it's even worse because of when you are studying music in South Africa. It's a worse thing because of you are not taken seriously. And another thing is because of institution, our lectures are not connected or are not participating in the music industry. And another thing is we are having a problem where emerging artists in my local area called Taung, they don't have a place to perform at. And also the audience or people who love events, when they want to attend events, they have to go to the major cities like Cape Town and Johannesburg. And we do want to offer a solution to everyone who are in the music space, whereby we want to do a music workshops, whereby in this music workshop, we're going to have students who are coming into our workshops, and also the emerging artists in the local areas, whereby they also come. And also we request people who are in the industry to come and teach these music students and music emerging. And also we want to do monthly events, concert in Daumabana, and also annual music festival every year, and also form a band. With this music workshop, students will have to buy into our products and use our services in that, and they are guaranteed that they're going to get internship, whereby they'll be participating in the live music and also in our annual festivals. And our target are music lovers and university students and also emerging musicians and also advertisers and music researchers. How we want to do this thing, we want to start by collaborating with Dawum Mabana by doing monthly events. And how we're gonna do it, we book a performer and then they don't come with their band. We are providing them with the band. And this band is gonna be formed by students and emerging musicians. And we want to collaborate with NWU Arts. I've seen gap in them whereby they are always having classical or formal setup of concert. They've never booked a pop musician, whereby this pop musician can collaborate with music students in NWU Auditorium. And also we want to collaborate with South African universities as they are having a lot of music students, and we want to build a relationship with them so that we can bring their students into our workshop and they can also participate in our concert as well. And they don't only participate as a performers, they have to participate as event organizers or event managers and also manage other artists who are emerging musicians. With everything that said, our aim is to form African Music Conference celebration in festival in Dawum. And here's our competitors. These events, they are mainly happening every December, except for Dawum Gospel events, where it takes place in April. And Calabash, sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't happen because of the politics that are taking place inside of it. And in Dawum, there's no jazz festival that is taking place at the moment. And our advantage is that we are exposing music students into the industry, and we are creating independent music graduates, and also creating platform for emerging artists. And also what we are doing, we're gonna record the concert for YouTube and also for streaming music platform. And we occupy the rest of the year in terms of having monthly concert and also having first Pan-African Music Festival in Northwest. And we are creating a stage for African musicians. In marketing size, in 2023, a South African entertainment market grew by 11.7%. And over the next 5 years, South African entertainment revenue is projected to grow from 295.3 billion to 363.2 billion, and outpacing the global average growing rate of 3.9%. With these numbers, it shows that Botaki Basihenye has to be a player in the field. And also we know that music festival and events are attracting more attendees both locally and internationally. And our revenue is through ticket sales and music workshop selling packages and vendors' fees, and also festival merchandise like picnic carpets and hoodies and caps and other stuff like jacket or jerseys. And we are requesting 300,000 for our monthly event concert. We want to have a budget of 150, whereby for the first 3 months, we want to do those events at Mabana, where they're gonna cost 50,000 each. And also outdoor event that will lead to African Music Celebration Festival. That's gonna cost us about 150,000. The time is now for us to not only to entertain, but to tell African stories through music. Thank you.
Shoo. Elton, no sharp.
I'm fine.
Okay, judges. Questions, please.
Very good presentation. Fast, but very good.
That's how I practice.
Thank you for what you're doing, my brother. I really appreciate you. In fact, here's an invitation extended to you to come perform at my club here in Boch, because we do something similar. Two, what are your projections, your financial projections? How much money are you expecting to make? Because you want 300,000, but now what's the turnover?
Dawum Mabana it takes about 500 people, and with the ticket sale, depending with the artist that we are booking. So for an example, if we are having the first event, and then my aim is to book Amifaku, whereby we are doing this concert titled A Date with Elton, whereby it's something that has never happened in Dawum especially. And then the ticket sale is gonna be about 150. And then with 150, the total amount is gonna be about 70,000 to 90,000 with the ticket sales for only 1 month concert.
Okay, so my question is around the geographic area that you have identified, Dawum, where you are saying these things do not happen. And what market intelligence have you gathered to validate that if you put this thing up, people will come, and at what price? Because I know you know of festivals like Makufe, for instance.
Yes, yes.
Have you even investigated what made it fail? Why is it not happening? Or, you know, what are the intimate details that are happening there that render it successful or not successful?
I can't talk about Makufe, but
Yeah.
rather can I talk about Calabash that used to
Okay.
happen. Calabash used to happen for about 2 days, the whole weekend, whereby what really happened is that the misuse of the funds and people used to attend Calabash. I mean, the last time I saw, I forgot her name, on stage was at Calabash. Yvonne Chakachak was in Calabash. That was the last time, in 2003. That was the last time I saw her performing in Calabash. And it shows that it attracts a lot of people, even outside South Africa, in African space. So what really happened to that is the misuse of the funds. And with another example of DJ Nation. DJ Nation is attracting a lot of people, even all the way from Cape Town. The people from that side, they come into Daun to attend such event.
Can I just do a follow-up? Sorry. So in terms of now your projections and what you are asking for, the first artist that you said you might just want to invite is Amifaku. Do you even know what's the cost of bringing that kind of an artist in South Africa when then your initial budget is 300,000?
Yes, when they're coming with the band, it's about 40,000. Like I said, our aim is to bring them solo, and then we provide them with an in-house band. And in that case, it's a cheaper way of booking the musician. I've done that before. I understand how this works, because it's a matter of negotiating with the clients or with the performer, and also assuring them that the people that you are bringing, they are the best in terms of that. And we also writing, as a musician, we write scores, we arrange score. Our aim is to arrange music, not perform what people normally hearing from their album, but to bring some kind of spice in their music for live performance.
1 minute, judges.
Is Taung the only place?
Sorry?
Is Taung the only place you
No,
look at?
like I said, we want to collaborate with NWU Arts as well, here in Potchefstroom.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elton. Up next on stage is Glenn Garabo Malaji from Skills Rise Academy, a skills development platform bridging the gap between education and employment.
Good evening. My name is Glenn Garabo Malaji, and I am the founder of Skill Rise Academy. I am also an undergraduate student in the Faculty of Education here in Potchefstroom campus. Meet Sonwabile, a young computer technician who grew up in a small rural town with limited opportunities. Every evening, after helping his family with chores, he would sit under a dim light and watch YouTube tutorials teaching himself how to repair computers. But he became a wizard with technology, but without formal certification, employers never recognized him. Day after day, he waits at home, wondering if his dreams will ever come true. Imagine the frustration of having the skills but not the opportunity to prove them. This is the reality for millions of young South Africans like Sonwabile. Sonwabile's story is just a vivid example of a much larger crisis. In South Africa, over 4 million young people face the same barriers. They lack access to skills, experience, and qualifications that employers demand. This gap doesn't just leave youth unemployed, it also fuels poverty, In South Africa, over 4 million young people face the same barriers. This gap doesn't just leave youth unemployed, but it also fuels cycles of poverty, dependency, and social instability, which affect us all. That is why I decided to start Skill Rise Academy. At Skill Rise, we confront youth unemployment with smart, inclusive innovation. Our mobile-first platform will deliver short job-ready courses that work offline in multiple local languages. Our curriculum will be co-designed with employers, and our learners will earn stackable micro-certifications and are guaranteed internships. How do we secure internships? We plan to secure internships by partnering with local businesses, NGOs, and government programs, especially companies looking to boost their BBEE scores. These partnerships will be formalized before learners start training to ensure reserved internship slots. We will also use government grants and CETA funding to subsidize costs for sustainable internship placements. Employers will pay us a placement fee for every successful internship placement. Our mission is rooted to unemployed youth, school leavers, job seekers, and career changers. We also support businesses seeking trained talent and teams needing upskilling. Our go-to-market strategy is built on strong community trust, true transparency, and genuine connections. We will use feedback from our partners and learners to refine and improve our programs. We will also leverage social media use to reach our target audience and youth events. Our competitors include Harambee, Coursera, and FutureLearn, etc. But what gives us a competitive advantage is that our program will be co-designed with employers and our industry partners, meaning that the skills we teach will be exactly what businesses need. And we do not just train, but we are creating opportunities for our learners. Within the unemployment crisis, there is over 8.5 billion rands market opportunity. By addressing this urgent need, we are not just creating employment, but we are reviving hope and building futures for millions of South Africans. Our revenue model is diversified and designed for sustainability. While government grants and CETA funding provide initial startup cost, we are building sustainable income generating streams. These include tuition fees, private sector training services, and also employer commission placement fees for every successful internship placement. To bring this vision to reality, we are seeking mentorship, funding, and strategic partnership. We are requesting a total budget of 90,000 rands, which will be split between 30 to 50,000 rands for platform development and 25,000 rands for content and training materials. 5,000 rands will go to marketing and outreach, 15,000 rands for certification and administration costs. Thank you.
Judges, I'm accepting 2 questions with 1 follow-up.
Thank you for the presentation. My first question is around how many employers have you spoken to be able to make the claims you're doing in your presentation?
Sorry, ma'am?
How many employers have you spoken to that gives you confidence to make claims that you can be able to design with them and then do an internship placement?
Honestly speaking, ma'am, I haven't reached out to employers yet, which is something that I was planning to do in the future going forward, but I have managed to talk to some of the unemployed youth and also to seek a mentor regarding the business idea itself. That's why I said, I've mentioned that we are seeking mentorship, and we will be like expanding, whereby we will be going to employers, discussing to see the viability of the business through.
You said one of your revenue streams is through tuition fees.
Yes, sir.
If your target market are unemployed people, how do you then expect them to then raise capital to pay you? Two, how much does your cost, how much do you charge per course, and how is that measurable to your competitors? Thank you.
With unemployed youth, what I actually had in mind is to actually utilize SETA funding to actually provide these youths with with learnerships, whereby their costs will be subsidized through SETA funding and government grants. So with actually, like, I haven't like planned to actually charge them a fee, because we are actually planning to utilize government grants and SETA funding for them. But the tuition fees part will come to like, let's say you are a career changer, you want to change careers, but you lack experience in a certain field, and then whenever you want to bridge that gap between your existing job and the job you want to transition to, then that's where the tuition fees part come in. I hope I have answered your question, sir.
Okay. So now, part of what you said is certification, right?
Yes.
So I'm trying to understand, what do you mean by certification? Two, in terms of giving skills training, skills development and training, you need to be accredited with some of the SETAs.
Yes.
Which SETAs are you planning to register with, and have you started, or are you registered? And please just explain that certification part as well.
Okay, in the process of registration, sir, I haven't like started registering the business with SETAs, because I don't have the amount of funds at my disposal, but I have registered the business formally. With certification, it will also come with the content material or training material that we are willing to purchase for our curriculum, which will also like, whereby the employers will also have an input. So the certification will come through a third party, whereby we will be purchasing the training materials and content for our curriculum. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached my favorite part of the program. It's dinner time. Do enjoy your dinner, and we will be back in 10. Oh, Hannes wants to announce something.
Sorry, those with dietary requirements, special requirements, I will be at the back, and you can just come to me, and we'll see you to the halal, the vegetarian, and other dishes that have been prepared. Okay?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. Those who are still enjoying their meals, you may continue to do so. We continue with the program into the second category of the evening. That is your research-based venture solutions, with solutions grounded in academic research with high innovation on potential. Our first pitch for this category is Isabel Strauss from Founders Circle, a digital platform connecting aspiring entrepreneurs with co-founders, mentors, and collaborators. Isabel, stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're feeling better after that amazing food. I'll be doing my speech off my phone. Otherwise, I will be yapping until 2 a.m. tonight, okay? So, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and judges. My name is Isabel Strauss. I am 19, a digital native, and a youth entrepreneur currently studying at the one and only NWU. Like many of my peers, I have ideas for businesses. But I've personally experienced how hard it is to take the first step. Founders Circle is the result of both my own lived frustration and extensive research on the gaps in South Africa's entrepreneurship ecosystem. Youth South Africans face 62% unemployment. Entrepreneurship is seen as a way out, but the support systems assume you already have the funding, networks, and experience. Research from GEM 2023 shows that only 10% of young people feel confident starting their businesses. From my own survey of NWU students and secondary research from government reports, 3 themes emerged. There's no trust, space, and connect with other early stage founders. There's no affordable access to startup services, and there's no clear path from idea to funding. Founders Circle is a digital platform that guides early-stage entrepreneurs from idea to MVP without needing upfront capital. It integrates insights from digital entrepreneurship theory, social capital research, and a trust-based microeconomies. Here's how it works. You join to find co-founders or collaborators. You offer or receive help using venture staking, which is exchanging skills for your equity. You earn founders credits for helping others, which unlocks features. You can apply for peer-voted micro-grants to fund validation, and you use our toolkit, which is based on lean startup and business model canvas research to move forward step by step. All user-generated content remains the founder's IP. Our platform structure and logic will be protected through trademarks and platform code assignments. We've consulted with the NWU Technology Transfer and Innovation Support Office and will follow open innovation best practices for user safety, attribution licensing for templates, and defensible IP methods. Platforms like LinkedIn and Co-Founders Lab exist, but they're built for global investor-ready founders. Founders Circle is South African idea stage entrepreneurs. We combine social connectivity, service matching, and venture staking into one space. This isn't just a network, it's an action platform. Through our tertiary level research and validation at the NWU, we estimate there are over 10,000 undeserved idea stage entrepreneurs in South Africa and millions across Africa. Our immediate market includes student founders, township innovators, and incubator cohorts. We are aligned with university entrepreneurships units and provincial youth program for activation. Our model is freemium. Community tools are free. Premium features like equity, deal, templates, and analytics are subscription-based. We earn commissions from services, power transaction, and we license the platform to universities and incubators as a white-labeled toolkit. We've completed our market research, platform feature validation, and have an MVP specification ready. We are onboarding 30 early testers from NWU, UJ, and student societies. Our research draws from innovation diffusion theory, platform design literature, and social entrepreneurship models with academic guidance. To bring Founders Circle to life, we are asking for 200 to 300,000 Rand. This will fund MVP development, legal IP support, initial user onboarding, and community trust building. We're also seeking intros to innovation funders and development who believe in empowering grassroots innovation. With your help, we can create a democratizing environment, entrepreneurship environment. Founders Circle is more than an app. It's a movement to help young people build the future, even they that have no money, no network, and no roadmap. We're building the platform we wish we had. Because ideas shouldn't just die because you're 19, broke, or disconnected. My name is Isabel Strauss, and this is my vision.
Thank you very much, Isabel. Judges, 3 questions, 1 follow-up.
Okay. Thanks, Chair. Thanks, Isabel. That's very interesting innovation that you have come up with. My question is on the platform information and update. How are you managing that, and how much time does it take for all the, to crowd all the information into the platform?
To crowd all the information into one platform, it will take some time. But I think with the correct connections and the correct people and investors, we'll have it done probably in a month.
And the update? Sorry.
I think updates will be done like yearly or monthly, or depends on the new information that we're getting. If we get a lot of new information, we'll be having a lot of updates. If we don't have enough information, we'll be doing it like yearly or monthly.
Thank you for the presentation. Something that's very close to my heart are these ideas things. It's very difficult to get an idea into reality, you would know, right? And the one primary reason for most people is because they don't know how to use the tools.
Yeah.
It's not that the tools are not there, it's that they don't know how to use them. So what is your plan for your platform to cater to different education levels that are coming to use your platform?
Okay, so I would say we would have videos, we would have PowerPoints and everything that will show you specifically what you need to do and what you need to get, and all the information that you need will be in an easily accessible way, like a video for people that are not very educated or something like that. Yeah.
How many languages do you plan
All
to?
of them.
12.
All of them.
12?
All of them.
This one.
Anything else?
Thank you, Isabel. Next on stage, we're having Umiye Chwane, I hope I'm saying it well, from Lenzwe, a mobile-first digital literacy and community news platform for underserved rural communities. Umiye.
Imagine having access to an app that not only informs, but also educates, promotes learning, languages, digital skills, as well as literacy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ompimeze Chwane, and I'm here to present to you Lenzwe, which translates to voice, the great news app for South African communities. When it comes to promoting literacy, I'm such a huge advocate, as I believe literacy is key when it comes to the creation and access of opportunities. Literacy is also close to my heart, as I have an aunt who struggles with reading and writing, as well as navigating digital technologies. My honors study last year was focused on the ethical use of artificial intelligence in a local newsroom setting. As I was conducting my study, one thing I've got to discover is that that particular newsroom does not use artificial intelligence or modern technologies, based on the reason that the audience that they cater to is not well exposed to digital technologies or well versed when it comes to modern technology. So, in this digital age that we are living in, you can imagine how far behind one falls if they are not exposed to digital technologies. We live in an information society whereby information access, creation of opportunities is key. One need not only be able to read and write, but also be able to access information, comprehend that particular information, and also use it to their benefit or for the benefit of others as well. The problem in this case is that there are low literacy rates, low or no information literacy skills, as well as low digital skills. There are learners who are still struggling to read and write, and also adults who are still struggling with basic literacy, as well as digital technologies. My solution in this case is Lentswe, the great news app for South African communities, which is a news and literacy training in one app platform, covering global, national, and community news in English and vernacular, digital skills training in English and vernacular as well as basic literacy training lessons in vernacular as well, having offline and low data options as well. What Lentswe aims to do is to provide digital skills learning short courses or learning material, information for educational purposes, personal development programs, literacy promotion programs, originally written articles, and also articles generated, as well as news to a larger audience, including communities in deep rural areas. Our market size in this case, our starting area is Northwest and Limpopo, the target audience being children, youth, and adults, with a focus on general news, community news, educational content, skills development, and skills enhancement programs. Here's a breakdown of our market size of Setswana and speaking people residing in Northwest, Botswana, and Limpopo. This is the people that we aim to reach when we launch the app. Our business model in this case comprises of subscriptions, moving from freemium, premium, platinum, also making use of advertising, literacy sponsorships as well. Our competitors in this case are news sources such as News 24, Sowetan, Daily Maverick, Business Tech, The Citizen, Mail and Guardian, Business Tech, and Sowetan, to mention a few. Our competitive advantage in this case is that these particular news platforms do not offer news in vernacular, there's no literacy training material, and there's limited to no community news. Our estimated development costs in this case amount to 2.5 million, but which can be a bit less with the help of modern technologies, or rather artificial intelligence platforms, which include app development, website creation and domain registration, salaries for the next 12 months to contribute to job creations, company registrations, as well as the operations of the app. When it comes to intellectual property, we aim to register our name and as trademark in South Africa and neighboring areas, have legal agreements with third parties, as well as create our own material and copyright that particular material. And thank you, that's it from my side.
Thank you very much, Upile. Judges, are there any questions?
I'm from Klerksdorp. I don't know if you know that there's a newspaper already called Lentswe, a printing media.
No.
Yeah, there's a newspaper in Klerksdorp called Lentswe, and it's a community newspaper. So I don't know about the trademarking. You should talk to Tim there. He'll help you with that. I have more of a comment than a question for you. If you could diversify your app to add things like text, not just literacy, but text and practical skills that a normal South African needs to know, like how to apply for minerals.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, which is something that, you know, it's missing from our curriculums in our schools. So if with your I'm sorry I talk too much, but with your vision, if you can just look at the curriculum in your schools and try to, you know, incorporate practical skills that people need and not just literacy, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your presentation. My question is on the market that you have identified and the solution that you are providing. To begin with, you are talking about literacy training, and my question will then be, if you are doing this on an app, which somebody is supposed to access on a phone, and this is what you're trying to train. How are you reconciling the two? Because already you are dealing with a community that is not literate. That's the first one. The second one, or have low literacy levels. The second one is on one of the advancement for your technology is around the news. And I know that a number of people who can't read and write go to radio for the news, and that can be your competition, and it's already available. So how do you reconcile the two? Thank you.
Okay, to answer your first question, I think in order to cater to people who are not well versed when it comes to digital technologies or people who are living in disadvantaged communities, I think we can partner with libraries librarians and people who work with libraries to help them in accessing that particular app or navigating it, maybe using the digital technologies that are present in those community libraries or public institutions that people have access to. And to answer your second question, can you please remind me what the second question was?
The second question was that radio then becomes competition, especially if you're talking about news. How then are you advancing your app, over and above what already exists in the market?
Okay, I think in this digital age that we are currently living in, especially when it comes to the youth, most of them do not listen to radio that much. They are mostly like relying on their phones to access news and everything. So I think in that case, we gain an advantage in the sense that many people these days are moving on with digital technologies, or rather moving on board when it comes to using mobile phones and websites and all those things.
Thank you very much, Mpile. Thank you, judges. Up next, we have Agreement Sibia from Bambo Queen, Restyle Africa, sorry. An AI-powered fashion platform tailored to African women in rural and small town areas, enabling style discovery and purchase from local accessible retailers.
Imagine having to walk an hour distance looking for a perfect dress to make you feel like yourself. Well, most rural women have to struggle with that. That is not just a bad fashion day, that is reality. I know this because I'm from a rural area in Leopards, and this is my reality. I'm a daughter to a mother of 3 children, which is a single woman, who uses entrepreneurship as a survival mode, or rather survival as an opportunity for entrepreneurship. She is my mentor, my inspiration, my queen. That is my queen. And mothers like my mother in rural areas, which is a niche market in Leopard community, which is overlooked, and there is an underutilization of opportunities for these rural areas. There is 12 million underserved women in South Africa in rural areas, and we have 60% of these rural workers, just like my mother, who suffer from an inaccessibility to fashion and styling. I want to use Restyle Africa to change this narrative for women who change and who sacrifice for their children. The existing fashion technology only focuses on high-end users and also in urban areas. Rather, the rural areas are seen as hard-to-reach markets. I want to change that. So what do we bring as a solution? Restyle Africa. We offer simply WhatsApp or SMS us. We will offer you created outfit ideas. I know for sure each and every one of you wanted to look the best today, right? Yes, so that is what we offer. And we also offer AI-powered model as an app which will be used to offer fashion styling and created ideas according to your fashion, your sense, and also your budget. but most importantly, our African unique body types, which is also overlooked. How our model works, we have two models. We have the light mode for the rural areas where you can use your SMS or your WhatsApp to contact us. We also have the digital user mode where you upload a selfie and you get a quiz according to your style. If you want earthy ideas or colorful, we offer that for you. Our market opportunity is that we have over 50 women in Leopard who have been styled and they are happy with our products. We also aim to target 4 provinces. This is an overlooked market, so we want to change that. Our revenue comes from our commissions, our styling, consultations, and also delivering to our customers' doorsteps. That is our strategic partnership with major also retailers such as Mr. Price, Pep, and Jet. We want to offer an app where you can find each and every outfit from your lovely stores that you adore so much in one app with Restyle Africa. Business model and revenue streams. We want to offer our retail commissions from our big retailers, Shein, Pep, Jet, Mr. Price, and Temu. We don't see them as competition. Rather, we want to also reach the hard-to-reach rural areas in our communities. We also offer styling and delivery services. We have a lovely packet for you. And we also have subscriptions for premium users and also community stylists. We want to create jobs, not just business. Our competitive advantage is that this is AI and also our local stylist, which is personalized and loved, also dignified. We also have our WhatsApp styling. We have rural delivery and support, and we also have culturally relevant outfits. That is something that is quite unique about us. Our social impact is empowerment, economic growth, dignity. We are unique, we are Africa. Our IP protection plans is to trademark and our copyright protection. Our ask is 500,000 rands for our app development and also our sales agents in villages, because we don't want to also only focus on our stylists, rather on local entrepreneurs who will be styling these rural women in different communities. We also have our marketing and branding and also tech maintenance for our future app and admin for our legal IP costs. This is my queen, Miss Elena Sibia, entrepreneur, distributor, and mentor. She is behind the inspiration, and this is her daughter. You can see the work of her hands. I thank you.
Judges?
No questions. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
No, I have a question.
Wow.
So just to, can people take pictures of themselves,
Yes.
post it, and then the AI makes them look nice?
Yes.
Is that the idea?
Yes.
And now the AI can take different pieces of equipment or clothing from different stores, meaning that you would have to then, if your client is happy with the idea choice, take all these things together and then deliver it to rural. Did you consider the cost multiple of this thing? How much is it gonna cost you to deliver these things? And is this then incorporated in the price that your client is going to pay? Will the client be able to pay because you are looking at rural people? Or for rurals, you'll only do rurals, stylists and all of that, meaning they will be cut off from modern society. I'm still trying to pitch it together and piece it together because it's still up in the air. So
Let me assist you. Maybe let's say I needed to dress for this event. What, just take us from pillar, from the beginning to the end, to say, how do I start on a Monday? Contacting your app, then what are the steps that takes place for me to get an outfit on a Friday morning for this event?
Okay, as beautiful as you are, you take a full body picture, you upload it, there's a style quiz. So if you like ethnic colors, you choose from that, then the AI generates it for you. And then if you like the product, then our stylist, you go through our stylist who would style you, and if you are happy, then we go and buy on your behalf, and then we make a nice packaging for you and we deliver to your doorstep. Also, you mentioned that how do we then calculate the cost to the rural areas? My business already is in the rural areas. My mother is from the rural areas. So already it has been established. We already have the business running. We offer these costs as a package that we tell the customer, okay, there's a 50 rand top in Mr. Price. Then how do we come in as your stylist? You go and pay for our services and also our delivery fees. So it's one package. And the cost, it's cost saving because these are wholesale stores, most of them that we have accessed so far. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Our last and final pitch is from Isani Niemand from Enhance, an AI-driven personal development app offering behavioral nudges, reflective prompts, and mental health support based on the founder's transformational journey.
So, a lot of people would say that you can't change the world in 5 minutes. Well, I'm about to change your world in 5 minutes. I am Isa Nainimant, but please just call me Isa. And I am the founder and CEO of what will one day be known as the gate breaker in both wellness and technology. So, I'm not going to ask of you to raise your hands, but I want you to think about this. How many times does the following 5 words pop up in your mind? I am not good enough. Well, statistically speaking, 8 out of 10 of you would have raised your hands, saying that those words come to you on a regular basis. Are you one of those 8 people? So, this is my story. I used to be extremely overweight. You know what, scratch that. I was obesity class 2. And this literally impacted my wellness on every single level. But you aren't just your body, and I am not a Weight Watchers representative, so let's move past that. Essentially, I hated myself. But luckily, one day I got fed up and I decided to change, to enhance myself. And look at me now. It worked for me and it can definitely work for you. So, now you all are wondering, what's the big secret? So, we will get to that in just a second. First, I'm going to tell you why anything that I'm going to say right now matters to you. So, I didn't have any help on my journey of improvement and self-discovery. Absolutely no guidance. I had to sift through a sea of self-improvement gurus with contradicting advice. And honestly, at the end of the day, I couldn't even get an action plan from that. I didn't know how to apply the knowledge that I had gained into practical steps. Well, with Enhance, no one ever has to struggle the way that I struggled again. Enhance is an AI-driven app that is already in development that guides and supports you through your journey to become the better version of yourself. Enhance is an AI app, but it is so much more. It is your every single social support system that you will ever need rolled into one. It is your psychologist, social worker, bestie, confidant, anything that you will ever need. And this is everything that anyone who has ever tried to improve themselves was looking for. So you can also see that the self-improvement community is quite large, with a global market of $81.77 billion by 2032. There has been an outcry for change and self-improvement, especially by our younger generations. And Enhance has heard and answered that cry. Of course, as with any product or business, there is competition. But at Enhance, we see opposition as an opportunity to prove that we are the best. And no app stands a chance against Enhance. We are the best at making you better. Through our holistic and natural and multidimensional approach, seamless integration with all technology, hyper-personalization, and AI with human interaction, we are the best equipped at helping you reach self-actualization. So, Enhance isn't only going to change the world, it can make quite the profit as well, with many revenue streams, as you can see. So, as the old saying goes, in order to make money, you need to spend money first. So we require 1 million rand to start and run Enhance for the first 2 years. This money will help us to reach our big vision, which includes being the most downloaded wellness management app in South Africa by 2027, then the UK and US, and finally, the world. The more users we have, the closer we are to reaching our mission possible, which, simply put, is to change the world through wellness. So, that is the end of my story. If anyone wants to join our little family at Enhance, please reach out to me personally. And thank you guys so much for your time and consideration. And I hope that you join me in reaching the better you.
Thank you very much. Judges?
Good evening. Thank you for your presentation. Maybe you could clarify for me, what do you mean with wellness? I'm struggling to understand. Is it like a therapy app? Is it also health and fitness related, like a diet related thing? And if so, I'm speaking out of personal experience now. So I use ChatGPT, which is free for this kind of advice. I don't know if you've uploaded your own information into ChatGPT, but it told me that I could be a little bit obnoxious every now and again. So how would you see that as a competitor to you?
Okay, so first question. I mentioned a holistic approach within my presentation. So all of our competitors have a specific niche, either physical well-being, mental well-being, and so forth. We focus on your well-being holistically because, how can I state this? Okay, here it is. Your wellness is more than just how physically fit you are or how can I say, handle your emotions. It's everything combined. And you need to take everything into account in order to, how can I say, just increase your life satisfaction in general. And then your second question about ChatGPT. I'm going to be honest, yes, I use ChatGPT as sort of a guide to see how far I can push the boundaries with AI to help me with my own well-being. And honestly, ChatGPT doesn't stand a chance against Enhance, okay? I am a psychology student and I'm going to pursue my honors and masters in psychology. And our app works through that are reactive and limited memory AI. So the reactive part means that in the code there are specific set bound rules that it has to answer you in certain ways. So all of my knowledge about psychology is in Enhance, and ChatGPT can't offer you that.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, so what are the input and output? So what do I put in it and what do I get out of it?
Okay, so essentially, Enhance is like talking to your bestie. You tell Enhance about your day, and it collects that data and then makes assumptions from it as well. And then also, if you're having a specific problem, you can go to Enhance and tell it what the problem is, and together, taking your history into account, it'll help you come up with the best solution for you. Because here's the thing, wellness, it's not a one-size-fits-all. You have different needs than the person next to you. So that is what makes it different as well. It's the hyper-personalization from the communication that you have with the chatbot.
You guys are using ChatGPT to lose weight. You guys.
I didn't use ChatGPT to lose weight, sir.
All right. Very good presentation. Thank you. Just a comment from my side. Perhaps if you can have biometrics incorporated into your app, things like stress, high blood, that you can enhance a person's life. It's a very good app. Thank you so much.
Can I just quickly answer to that?
Yeah.
On the slides, by the revenues, there is going to be supporting products once the app has reached success, and definitely one of them will be a smartwatch with biometrics that you can that can track everything.
Even a ring.
Yes.
Much cheaper.
There we go.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you know me by now. We have reached my favorite part of the program. It's dessert time. So, while you enjoy and reflect on the evening's presentations, our judges will be busy telling up the scores and having some tough times. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Or have you eaten already? No. Dessert time. Yes. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the moment we've all been waiting for. Before I continue, I would like to call on stage one of our judges, Mr. Moyake, to help me in announcing and handing out prizes for our side hustle category. Before we announce the winners, I'd like to give Mr. Moyake a minute. A minute.
You want me to speak?
A minute.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
I'll try. I was not planning on talking today. Guys, thank you so much for the hard work that you've put in. Thank you for the food. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the English. As for the contestants, all of you guys, I know this sounds cliche, but you deserve to win. I promise you. The fact that you are here, just that alone proves that you believe in what you are doing. So for that, well done. One comment though. Please, when you conceptualize an idea, try and look at the value chain that is linked to the idea so that you can see other possibilities that are within the economy that you're trying to initiate. Because that's what you are trying to do, an economy, give people jobs. Come on, guys, we can do it. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah.
It's my stage. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for the side hustle category, I will start with the third position. From the humanities faculty, Butaki Ba Sihenye. Position 2, from the FNAS faculty, Exuberance the Vending Catalyst. And then our winner from the side hustle or hustle category from the FNAS faculty, Room Nest. Congratulations, guys. Moving on to the second category, the research category, I would like to call on stage one of our judges to come and join us on stage. Minute.
Good evening, everyone. Just like to congratulate everyone that braced the stage and, gave us an idea of what their business idea is and that they want to take forward. Lerato, I think the one lady was reminding me last year when we did our innovation, our IP day, we're talking about postgraduates. And I think this is where we embrace everyone that comes with that mentality. Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you very much. Starting with position 3. Let's wait for Iggy. From the humanities faculty, Lintwi. Second position from the law faculty, Founders Circle. And our winner for this category is Restyle Africa. Congratulations once again to all the winners and the participants for coming thus far. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You have been a wonderful audience. This is it from me. I will call on stage Prof. Lienta to close off the ceremony for us and give us closing remarks on the event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tuana. She might believe that she has the best or favorite parts of the evening where she can announce dinner and dessert. But I think I have the best part of the evening because I get to thank all of you. And I think a lot of the time, a lot of our role players in this ecosystem don't get the thanks that they deserve. So a heartfelt thank you to everyone that made this evening possible. The funders, the Department of Higher Education and Training through the UCDP program. We thank them for funding this for 3 years consecutively. We are very, very fortunate to have funding not only for the training that we provide, but also for the prizes and also for the development of the ideas. So we are very, very thankful for that. And then to our finalists, I don't think you know how many sleepless nights our finalists have spent to arrive at an evening like tonight. As one of our university's innovators who have pitched more than I would like to admit, I can attest to the fact that they spend a lot of time in preparation for a night like tonight, and not all of them end up on stage, and even those that end up on stage don't all end up winners. And I've been in all of their roles, so I know how much goes into this. So thank you for putting yourselves on the line and being vulnerable enough to stand on a stage in front of a lot of people to do something like this. I think they deserve a round of applause. Then I would like to call our 3 judges to the stage. I've been involved in entrepreneurship and pitching training for about 10 years now, and never in the 10 years I've agreed to be a judge, because I do not pick favorites. So I love all of them, and I will announce all of them winners. So I want to thank Tim.
Thank you,
Wait for a photo.
I thought I've got another one.
And Nontombi, no, you can't have more NWU merch until you enroll as an NWU student. And Dumi. And you get a hug. That's much better than their gifts. Okay. So thank you so much for doing this 2 years in a row. Thank you for doing it for the first time, Ntombi. I hope that you'll be back next year. Yeah, but were you one of the judges? You were at Innovator. You weren't at Leopards Lair. You'll be back at Innovator as well this year. I know. Okay. Iggy knows as well. He's been everywhere. Okay, so thank you so much for agreeing to do this and for picking favorites on my behalf.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. I need to get back to my notes. Okay, then, apart from the finalists and the judges and the funders, there's also a lot of people that invest a lot of their time into this. Those are the mentors and the educators, and it's TTIS, the Technology Transfer Innovation Support Office. It is Beehive Enterprise Development Center. And again, to have these candidates here tonight, they have put in countless hours of time planning, preparing, spending time with our finalists. So I think finalists, you have to give a round of applause to your mentors and everyone that got you here today. Then to the divine venue. I told Sanet earlier tonight that they should be the absolute best venue in Potch. And I've hosted events in all of the venues in Potch, but there's no one that supports you as well as this venue does. So thank you so much to you personally, Sanet, and to your staff for excellent food, a beautiful evening, and everything that you do in between. And then to the MSM Productions team for the entire look and feel that you see tonight in terms of lighting and stage and the live streaming. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Everyone that I've mentioned and those that I haven't mentioned, Your inputs are appreciated a lot. And then I left the best for last. Please come to the stage, the best, the goat forever, Iggy, for inspiring us all and being there for every single one of our events. Thank you so, so much. And then the last, really last, is every one of you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It's difficult to speak in front of a lot of people, but it's worse to speak in front of no one or empty seats that would have been here. So thank you for showing up, and thank you for being here. And please collect your gift before leaving. Every one of you will get a gift as well, not just the judges. So please collect your gifts. Thank you to everyone for another year of Leopards Lair. Hannes and I look forward to hosting you again next year. I think tomorrow we'll be all in again. Today we might be a bit tired, but tomorrow we'll start with the next round. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you all next year.
Now